Wow, okay. Taurus. Interesting. All right. 3 major arcana cards for your first 3 cards. I'm going to, of course, pull clarification. Wow. All right. Now, remember, this is for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. So watch your moon and rising as well if for some reason this particular reading doesn't resonate with you. The first card is the Tower card. So let's just get into it. The Tower is about releasing in many different ways, letting your walls fall down so that you can build a new foundation for yourself. Oftentimes this has to do with it can be your spiritual foundation. It can be personal growth, that you're ready to change your lifestyle. It could be that you're ready to leave a relationship or a job, but something needs to fall apart so that you can gain momentum. All right, that's very interesting to come up for your first card, I have to say. All right, so the Tower card, anything I'm getting around that by looking into my crystal? Well, some of you have felt, okay, so this is interesting. I'm getting both. Some of you feel blocked in some ways, and then also I'm seeing stair steps that are going like this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So sort of sidewinding, if you will. And this could be in your work and or relationship, but it's definitely going to change your whole outlook. Something's going to change in your everyday life, your outlook on life. This feels to me like it's more of a perspective than any physical notion of course, walls falling down. This is usually a self-imposed restrictions upon ourselves. And I feel like you guys are going to let some of those fall. And so that you can create the new you, the new Taurus, or at least I see some of you like with this armor or this shell on, and it's like you're opening that up so that you can blossom more. All right, interesting. Your second card is the Death card. Well, that these two come together is unique because the Death card is about transforming. So I actually like that they're coming together because it definitely signifies that when you release the self-imposed, that you're transforming to a new person. Death card, I really don't like this. Some people call it the transition card. I call it the transformation card. I have another deck, as you remember, that has a butterfly in it, and the butterfly to me means transform. In this particular deck, there's the skull, but then there's the rose. So you're letting the old you go. This, not to be graphic, but the skin's not on there anymore, and there's just a skull, and the skull, and then this sickle. See how it's dividing the two. You go from what's been over here to you bloom into a new person. Does that make sense to you guys? So I guess I want to ask you some questions. What is it in your life that has been holding you back? Who in your life do you feel like may be holding you back, or at least has been questioning your stability? Because you Taurans are actually very stable. You're very grounded. You're an earth sign, right? And I don't know what your moon or rising is, but of course, watch that as well. And another question would be, what do I need to let go of, or what do you need to let go of so that you can move into a more peaceful, abundant place in your life? And again, it could be just thought patterns, or it could be actual people or places or memories or whatever. But this particular spread is wanting you to move forward because the third card is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune comes up to me in a spread, and depending on what's around it, but I'm looking at the way these cards are being laid out, and when the rose blossoms, then the planets are aligned in your favor. You're on top of the wheel. You're not down here. You know, we have the ebbs and ebb and flow of life. You know, sometimes it's good. Sometimes life is really good. Sometimes it feels like it's crappy, or we're just, you know, there's some negative things that happen. That's for everyone. If life were perfect, then, you know, we wouldn't be getting any personal growth or lessons out of it. But you guys have really seen some, you guys have seen personal growth, and that's where you're heading for. And that's what comes out. See how they're sitting on top of the wheel, this man and this woman, and this could be one person or two or 5 or 10. But they're sitting on top of the wheel. They have their cups. They're cheerful. This person's fallen off. And you're angelically, see how the hand's coming out of the clouds? You're angelically being guided into a new position of personal transformation. That's what it feels like. There's good luck surrounding this card. There's prosperity, success, finding solutions to problems, beginning of a long-term swing of good fortune for you. I'm liking this, Taurus. Okay, let's pull some clarification cards. When I first started pulling these cards, it's like, wow. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles comes up. So through this, you're going to feel like you're, well, you're going to feel like you have created abundance in your life. And this abundance could be, you know, money. She has the pentacles around her. She's well dressed. She has the bird on her shoulder. But abundance can also mean friends, organization, family, that you're understanding now how to deal with people. This could mean many different things. She has her hand in the fruit bowl. So she's eating well, taking care of herself. There's a lot of clarification cards that want to come out. So I'm just going to start pulling. Okay, and then the 9 of Cups. So you have 2 9 cards here. And 9 in numerology is about seeing completion and feeling complete. And so here's your money, your physical body, your property, those around you. Here's your heart. So feeling abundantly happy. Loving that. Here's the Ace of Cups. Don't you love this Ace of Cups? This is fun for me to look at. This is a beautiful winged bird, many different layers of feathers. And again, the hand is coming out of the clouds and holding up this beautiful cup that has the water flowing and this, like the sun burst above it. And then the lotus flower. So feeling of new beginnings, of again, another cup card, of love, of abundance, of your heart opening. That's what it feels like to me, your heart opening. This Knight of Swords came out. And this could be an air sign. It could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. You know, some people might say that the Knight would be the Gemini. But, you know, you tell me, depending on how you study the tarot, you tell me in the comments below who this Knight represents. I do feel like it's an air sign. I do feel like it's someone who has your back. And I do feel like it's someone who wants to help take you forward. Sometimes the Knight moves swiftly. So if you feel like this person is moving you swiftly along, then, you know, so be it. I don't think they're going to, I want to say stumble and fall, but not really. Sometimes the Knight moves so fast at such a quick pace that they sort of screw up. But I'm not feeling like with the cards the way they are, it felt under the wheel of fortune. I feel like this is someone who's taking you forward, who's moving you forward. So put in the comments below who you feel like this person may be. And if you'd like your own personal private reading, by the way, my sun sign is an air sign. So let me know if you want your own reading and ask your own questions and see how you can move forward. I'd also do empowering and a little bit of coaching I don't do traditional coaching. I use the cards and my intuition, and then I use my, just skills of talking with people for so many, many, many years. All right, so you can go on my website, taraventura.com, and look for the button that says order reading and go that route. I'm really feeling and seeing some good things for you, Taurans. I'm liking how this spread laid out. And by the way, the Tower and, this is number 16 and this is 13. And in between these two cards is like Temperance. So you've learned how to be patient as well. But poor Temperance card is in between the Tower, the Death, and oh gosh, what's the other card it's in between? It's one of the ones that you think, wow, Tower, Death. Hold on, let me. What is it? It is the Devil card. Yeah, that I knew it was. So it's number 14, and it's number 14. So it's in between the Devil, the Death, and the Tower. So in between all the stuff you've had on, you've learned to be patient. Some of you've learned to really know when to say what you feel and know what you mean when you're saying it. So I'm wishing you the very best, Taurus. I'm wishing you well the second part of June. I think great things are going to happen for you. You have a lot of good feeling cup cards.